Hey C3, your pal Mike here with you again. I have with me the honor of speaking with Frances Kweller. She is actually the founder and director of Kweller Test Group and Educational Services. She's based out of New York. She has two offices, one in Manhattan and one in Queens. And so what our job is here is to actually just talk to her a little bit about what she does, how she uses Godaddy, and she's been with Godaddy for, since I believe 2009. Isn't that right, Frances?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, and so we're just going to talk to her about how she started and what she uses us for, and go from there. So welcome, Frances. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited about this opportunity as well.
Awesome. Well, we'll just jump right into it. So tell us a little bit about your business.
Kweller Prep provides advanced test preparation and tutoring for students who are mainly in competitive high schools, competitive colleges. We have a lot of middle school entry. So it's a learning incubator. Kids are with us for a pretty long time, for several months to up to a year. Some kids are with us for more than a year. And we help them navigate the middle school admissions process, the high school admissions process. There's so many schools to choose from: parochial schools, private schools, Catholic schools, Jewish day schools, public schools, specialized high schools, specialized programs within specialized high schools. And I think as a parent, you can just get lost with how much is available in New York City. So Kweller Prep really helps you navigate. It helps you prepare for very specific exams. It helps you develop a game plan and a strategy. And we have a team. We have a team of 54 tutors who help. They work late evenings and weekends and early mornings and vacation time to make Kweller what it is today.
That's awesome. And you started with just yourself, right? Like when you started your business, it was just you, right?
I started myself. I actually had this vision back in high school. I went to a very large high school. There were 4,000 students, which is, it's Queens. It's normal. Yeah. There are 5,000, and I bet today. So when I went there, I felt that as a smart student myself, I felt that there were not enough resources. And I was very outgoing, and I would reach out for help quite frequently, but there just weren't enough resources. And I didn't enjoy being one out of 34 in a class who I simply didn't feel I was getting the attention I needed. I wanted to go to a good school. I wanted to go to a good college, and the resources weren't there. So Kweller Prep is the manifestation of what an amazing navigation and test prep program should look like.
Great. So what would you say would be the biggest challenge in running your business today?
Well, I'm happy to say that the technology that Godaddy provides me with has really helped the business automate. My business has grown from serving, it was maybe a dozen kids, to what's now, we've serviced over 5,000 students. Kweller Prep was nominated Best Local Startup. It was SBA. We received a grant through the Small Business Administration. Running Kweller on a large scale, going from myself to what we have now, automating the business. Right now I have PayPal registration online. Everyone goes to the Godaddy website, the Kweller Prep site, to register for classes. Automating the business in that capacity was that it was really a challenge, going from a small business, which I knew how to manage a small business, and I did not know how to manage a large. Kweller Prep was never, it never went from small to mid-size. It went from small to, and managing that type of infrastructure where, I had 50 students in my summer program, and this past summer, only in Queens, I had 254. So managing these types of numbers took a lot of automated responsibilities.
Absolutely. Well, it sounds like it's going great so far, and hopefully you'll just keep ramping up. So let's shift gears a little bit to the technology side that you were just talking about. So yeah. Automating things. When you built your website, what did you look for in a web designer? Like, how did you actually come across or find your web designer, and what did you look for there?
I was referred to GoDaddy by someone who was helping me in web development. GoDaddy is the source to go. There was no question about me using GoDaddy. And I needed something where I would have amazing customer service, where I would be able to build an email network as well. And I really had to, I'm the type of person where I need to be hands-on. I need to see everything. And GoDaddy allows me that opportunity where I can really view every little back end of the Kweller Prep business. My web developer and I, Thomas, is wonderful. We do Google Analytics, and there are thousands of unique visitors per month. And, he's able to keep the metric. And that's thanks to the GoDaddy and the way that this amazing service has organized. Kweller Prep and GoDaddy really go hands in hand. And I want to make that a blanket statement. There would not be a successful business the way it is today if I did not have the type of internet support fueling what's going on with Kweller.
Well, we appreciate it. And, it's just like, you are obviously one of many of our small businesses, but it's people like you that help us be who we are. So, so your website is kwellerprep.com, and we'll have that, shown here. So, so staying on that thread a little bit, what would you say would be the biggest threat to small businesses today? Like what do you think is going to, what is the biggest hurdle that small businesses have to face today?
I think as a small business owner, there's a lot of fear constantly that you need to be able to overcome, and you need guts to run and operate a small business, and you need to be prepared for that small business to grow. And we're having our holiday party this evening. There will be 54 tutors in attendance. Nice. And it's unbelievable. So watching something grow, you're almost developing a human at this point. So you're entering the baby stage to now running a small business. There's a fear, there's technology. And as a woman in tech, utilizing the technology that's offered to run the business it's really, you have to take a step back. And I remember in my early days of organizing GoDaddy and working on the website and deciding, will I put videos in? Will I put pictures in? What will I be adding to GoDaddy? And will I be using a WordPress as a backdrop? So deciding all of that, there was a lot of fear. Every decision you make, you're an entrepreneur, so it's not like you have a handbook or a rule book, and there's no corporate manual telling you what to do. So it really, having the GoDaddy service hold your hands throughout this has been really helpful.
So what do you expect from GoDaddy's service when you actually call in? Like what, as a small business, what do you expect a tech support operation to be like?
So when I call tech support and we go through all the formalities of my background and my PIN and my ID, what I expect is the hand-holding component, which service tech such as Chad Odin is just amazing. Oh, really responsive to my needs as a small business owner. So what I like a lot whenever I call GoDaddy is that I'm constantly learning something new. So for example, at Kweller, it's something in terms of parent-student communication. As the business is growing, we decided to invest in corporate emails. So we're going to send out weekly emails to parents and update them. And we always held in-person meetings, but we now want to put more and more in writing in terms of weekly progress, which parents really appreciate that level of white glove service. So Chad, we spoke for over an hour. So I just want to tell you, time-wise, the fact that he dedicated that much time, he sincerely cares about the business and the growth. And by the way, I've been with him since 2007 from GoDaddy.
Oh, wow.
So that's one. In terms of investing in, and this is just one example that I'm giving you of how I've used GoDaddy. So we set up the emails. We went through many different options. We went through many different price points. He let me know what would be the cheapest way for me to get what I want. I mean, ultimately, it wound up being about a $3,000 investment setting up the corporate email system. But we really went through per year, but we really went through all the different options and what will make sense and what will work. And then there was a follow-up phone call. Do you feel that, this is the right way to go? Everything on Kweller is now an exchange. So that was really big. It's a very flawless system. And again, there's been some very heavy investing in making Kweller run. And it's something that as a small business owner, there's no ocean of money coming in with, and you hope that every decision you make is the right one. I can tell you with confidence, GoDaddy also, I enjoy that they walk me through the process. I don't remember if it was Chad or if it was a different person, but I like that you always pick up where someone else leaves off, and that's great. And the fact that you walked me through setting up 30 corporate emails for the tutors, and the fact that I until I understood myself how to do, the remaining, that's a big deal. The fact that GoDaddy takes the time to help a business owner with transitioning to something like that. And I'm just giving you one example.
Yeah. Well, that's great. Okay. So one kind of, not final question, but another question I've got for you is what do you utilize your site for? Like, what are all the things that people, if they wanted to, avail themselves of your services, what would they use your website to do?
I am very fortunate. I get to work with amazing families and amazing parents and kids. My site is a source of information. When you go on the Kweller website, you will see videos of real students who've gone through the specialized high school entrance exam process, real students who've applied to top tier colleges. They've secured full scholarships at top tier colleges. I have customers from all over. I had someone from Turkey call me to tell me, thank you for the video that you posted of Harvard Medical School. It inspired me. I've had people from Florida call me. And I mean, I'm based out of New York, and the fact that we have an international customer base, people Skype into our classes, it speaks volumes as to the profound effects that having the GoDaddy service and having the website, it just has such an international reach. So there's so much information. We live in an information age right now. And I really want parents, especially the way my business model is, I work with a lot of immigrant-based customers. So they really, they need a very special degree of care and to help their kids navigate higher education. And having a combination of videos and text on the website makes a big difference. Yes. The user friendliness of GoDaddy is really helpful. If you go to our SHSAT page, for instance, you'll see at least 7, 8, 9, 10 videos, and you'll see content, and you'll see Q&A. So there's a combination always. Basically, over the years, every question a parent has ever asked me, I've put online, because I always think to myself, if one parent has this question, probably 7 have it or 70 have it. And as I can tell you from my analytics, about 7,000 have it, because I get between 7,000 to 10,000 unique visitors a month on the website right now. And it shows good volume, so it's running. We just expanded out to Manhattan, so I'm going to have a beautiful Manhattan. It's in the process of being renovated as we speak, and it's to accommodate a growing customer base. So now, families from Brooklyn and Bronx and Staten Island, they can easily come into the city to participate in a Kweller program. And how are they registering? They're registering online.
Perfect. That's perfect. I mean, that is the model that I think all small businesses these days should be going for. I mean, unless you're a brick and mortar location, which, I mean, yes, you do have, like, people can walk into your offices, right, and do things there, or is it all done via online?
So right now, because of volume, yes, we encourage online registration.
Okay, cool. Yep, that's, I think, the way to do it. Like you said, I mean, people from Turkey and whoever else can register from wherever they are and get the same benefits as somebody that works next door.
Oh, we have kids from Japan who enroll for the summer camp. I couldn't believe I was seeing addresses from Japan, registering, California, people fly in. I mean, our programs are very good. They are. They're test prep, they're education-based programs.
And you're a practicing lawyer, am I right?
Yes, I actually did want to get to that, as I know
Okay.
we're about to conclude the
Yeah.
video. I wanted
Yeah.
to make sure that I discuss this. I reached the pinnacle of my education, I knew, by becoming a lawyer. That's it. That's as far as I wanted to go. And my background, I went to the NYU Steinhardt School of Education. I went to law school. I passed the New York State Bar in my first try. I believed and I loved this business. And my advice, if I can give it to small business owners or anyone looking to reach a level of success, you need to love what you do, because your business will be your baby. And, I have a law practice. It runs out of my basement in my home and runs in Kweller. And, it's a small part of my life. It is. And I'm thankful for the years of law school, because law school it gave me a lot of confidence. And I needed that legal background to run what is now our powerhouse known as Kweller Prep, servicing thousands of kids. What I cannot stress anymore, and I want to make sure to conclude this in the video, is that you must love what you do, because at 11 p.m. and at 6 a.m. and at 3 in the morning when you wake up and you check your email, that love is going to show. And in my case, I really love the kids. I do. I love the kids and I love the families. And I want to give the kids the opportunities to build their confidence and to aim higher with schools, and to aim not for just something in New York, but maybe outside, and to not just try for a local public school, but maybe a specialized Manhattan public, private specialized school. And aiming higher is really the essence. And you can tell there's a lot of pride. The tutors themselves, the staff is proud to work at Kweller Prep. They put it on their LinkedIns and their Facebooks. They are proud of what they do. They're proud of, and if you go on the Meet the Tutors page on the Kweller website, if you want to showcase that in this video, you should just scroll up and down and see the stellar staff and the hardworking staff that we have, rain or snow or sleet or hail, who come in to work on top of being full-time students. So you have to love what you do. You have to love it, because dealing with adult stuff is hard. It's really hard. And I didn't even, I felt like a kid until pretty recently, as Kweller was growing, and I have a family of my own, and I've matured in many ways, but nothing matured me the way that running a small business, which became Big has. Nothing made me grow up faster than building this business, which really came from nothing. There was no role model. There was no model to build this out. So, I guess the only model was a Princeton Review, which is like a 4-week course, very cookie cutter. Having this level of customized test preparation in college and high school navigation didn't exist.
That's fantastic. And just think of the ripple effect you've got. If you help one kid be successful, then that just goes
Set him up.
Yeah, it's great.
And not everyone can afford the course, that happens also, but those who can't afford it, I'm still participating in the Goodwill, because we have the videos and we have the test prep. We run an ELA math program. I give lots of advice. There's so much constant, and you know what, maybe if they can't afford it, hey, they've heard of Kweller. It's okay. And what will they do instead? Maybe they'll tell a friend. So there's always that aspect of the business where if you're not the best fit. I had a senior in high school, he met with me in person. I told him the truth. I said, it's not the best fit. We're a little bit late in the game with admissions. And I was very honest. He sent 5 friends who were younger, who were in the 10th grade, which was a better fit for me in the business. So the best advice I can give: love what you do. Love it. Don't like it. Love it. Choose whatever it is. It can be shoes. It can be shirts. It can be socks, anything, but you have to love it, because there is no 40-hour work week. How many hours are there in a week in total?
You know what? I don't know. I think a lot of small
minus the 6 to 8 I'm sleeping. I will tell you right now that the rest goes towards the business.
Yeah, there's
So.
probably, I guess if you'd ask most small business owners, the answer would be not enough, not enough hours in the week. Okay, so we'll wrap it up, but just wanted to say thank you again and congratulations on your success, and thank you for, kind of helping us as GoDaddy and C3, thanks for helping us understand that what we do matters out there in the real world to real people like you.
It does. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, thanks again and congratulations.
Thank you.